Hi friends, so if you found this video, I'm hoping that you're a few steps away from transitioning and moving to the Richmond area. I'm here to give you the lowdown on the pros and cons of moving to Richmond and the suburban areas. I'll give you a little more details. Let's start with the pros. So first, if you've done your research, which it's looking like you have because you've stumbled upon this awesome video, I would say the restaurant and the food scene are to die for. We have, I think, some of the best food and chefs in the whole US, maybe the country. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a foodie. I love it. Everything here is fabulous. The chefs are fabulous. The locations are fabulous. And there is no one size fits all cookie cutter restaurants. Every little restaurant has its unique little niche. It's so fabulous. So it's a full experience for your taste buds as well as for everything else, right? So it's just such an entertaining, friendly area, to be completely honest. And the breweries are also awesome. So, look that up as well. I would say next are the museums. We get some amazing exhibits that come through our city, specifically at the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. I cannot tell you how impressed I have been and have heard from other folks at the caliber of the exhibits and the things that come through. So if you're into art and history, man, Richmond is the city for you. It's crawling with history and art and music, and so much vibrancy, in my opinion. But again, I've been here for almost 8 years, and I have to say, I'm always discovering new exciting pockets of Richmond and other towns and other suburban areas because I haven't explored it all yet. It's amazing, right? And then next, I would say that small city feel, but you're still getting that bigger city vibe. So, you can still feel like you know people and get to know people, and there's such a thing as small town feel. Let me tell you, even in a city, because the small town feel is real around here, which makes for great connections and networking and contacts. So if that's something that you're looking to branch into, the networking scene here is awesome because people know people and they genuinely actually know them because you're still getting that city, but again, it's a small city vibe, right? And if you're looking to branch out of the city, so this video is more focused on Richmond, Museum District, the Fan, Churchill, those areas. But if you're a family and you're looking to find something a little more affordable and live in a more suburban area with more space, I get it. That's fine. We live in Mechanicsville. That's one of the suburban areas that I absolutely love. The school districts here are really fabulous. Hanover County, look it up. We also have Henrico County, Chesterfield County, and then the Richmond City Public Schools in that county. So some other places are Short Pump, Glen Allen, Chesterfield, Powhatan. I mean, the possibilities are endless, truly. So, and again, if you live in that suburban area, it's really not that far of a drive to get that city feel. If that's really in your heart of hearts and you don't want to let that go, I get it. I literally drive into the city like weekly just to get my dose of city life. I love it and miss it, but I also love it living out here. So it's awesome. Best of both worlds. And then I would say the people are just amazingly kind. I grew up in Northern Virginia, so it's very fast paced and folks are just on, different wavelengths and just different vibes. And the type of kindness that I have received here has just been amazing. So if you're one of those people that's just looking for other people, it's an incredible place to be, especially the moms groups. Being a mom, I have to shout out the moms groups because honestly, like the women are just incredible. And they're so supportive and everyone is just willing to lend a hand and help. And that always, helps transition you into a new place, especially if you're coming from far away. Having a community, even during COVID times, is super, super, super important. So you can still find community, even virtually, even just chatting, texting, messaging. There's still that community is out there and you can still feel supported, which is a big, big, big deal when you're moving. So on to pros. Are you ready? Okay. So Up and coming neighborhoods, I'd say, could be a pro and a con. Just depends on what you're looking for. So for example, North Side is definitely an up and coming area, and it's transitioning. It's really transitioning. So in the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to look completely different, right? It's going to almost look very similar to Carytown feel, Museum District is where I'm seeing it. But the houses are larger. So a lot of families are moving to neighborhoods like Bellevue and, getting a lot more bang for their buck. Even though another con that I'm going to say now, because I'm kind of tumbling into it, is the housing prices are going up, even in these up and coming neighborhoods, because folks are coming in, flipping the houses, putting them back on the market, and making a really decent profit. So again, if you're willing to put a little sweat equity into your home, which I highly suggest, or, if you want to come in and just not lift a finger, I get it. There are both so many options for all of those options, right? And for all of those desires and wants and likes. That's what makes Richmond so awesome. So if you want a fixer-upper, it's there. If you want to walk in and not lift a finger, it's also there. It's awesome. It's great. So Nascar, again, if you're a fan, awesome. They come twice a year. It's really cool. It's happening. People love it. Pre-COVID, not sure when it's going to start happening again. So, nothing to worry about at this point. But, you were able to hear it from where we lived in the city, which was a little annoying. But at the same time, honestly, it really didn't impact us that much. We knew when it was happening. Sometimes we would attend with friends. And it's just another activity that, you could do with friends, honestly, or not. So, it's up to you. But anyway, the seasons, I would say, is something that maybe some West Coast folks, if you're watching this video, you may not expect or be happy with. So, we get really hot summers, the springs, again, another con, the seasonal allergies are off the chain. So just be prepared for that. I'm on allergy medicine all year round just because I'm very sensitive to the pollen and the ragweed and the yada yada and, all that stuff. So just be aware that may be a con for you and something that impacts your lifestyle, your life, your comfortability, all of those things. I think it's really important, that someone that doesn't necessarily live here, have lived here for as long as I have, in the area in Virginia, from Northern Virginia to now Richmond for 20 plus years, they wouldn't share those types of things with you. So just be aware, the summers are hot, it's humid, but you get used to it. The winters aren't terribly cold. They do get pretty cold. It just depends on where you're coming from. Again, if you're a northerner, if you're West Coast and, or from, Canada or somewhere else or out of the United States and you get some winters and it's cold, then, don't worry about it. But that's all for now. I'm happy to share more. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you want to hear more about anything else, these are just my initial thoughts for now, but I'll come back with a follow-up video to give you some more insight specifically on what maybe the real estate market is looking like here in the next few months now that, 2020 is almost over. So thanks so much for tuning in, and y'all have an awesome day.